I don't know what it is. But I get compliments all the time, which is great. The problem is, I never got this for 12 good years, but also I was being damaged mentally, psychologically. I was being damaged financially. I was being damaged from the inside. I was being damaged constructively, strategically, systematically. I was intentionally being damaged, and I am recovering now. But just my simple efforts, for some reason, they resonate, they radiate from me. And I'm just like, what? These compliments, and I just said in a previous video, I said, recognition without compensation after all gets annoying. Like, okay, thank you. Like, you expect it, but it doesn't get deposited to where it can even uplift and edify. You're just like, okay, and it stays on the top. And I just feel like I have to train myself to receive it well, to receive it with humility and appreciation. Because I know that the compliments are not depositing to the core. I know that they're not going past my chest. I know that they're not eating away at anything, at any hurt or pain, and allowing me to now be in the positive as opposed to the negative, be in the joy as opposed to the torture and the turmoil and the trauma. They have to eat away. They're supposed to. Things are better now. Things are completely different now. But they're not just completely different. They are improving. We are growing. We're becoming aware. We're becoming in charge. I'm growing. I'm maturing. So things should be better. And they are indisputably so. I'm now living in an answered prayer. I'm in my own home. I'm renting. But this is a place that is mine. Can't nobody come up in here and start acting up. I pay my bill. I could stay here. And that's essentially how it works everywhere. The thing is that there was a point in time I used to sit, that's my closet over there, but not that closet, but in my former home, a townhome with my ex-husband, and just sit in awe and disbelief. But that was a spectrum of thoughts, but I was always in the awe and disbelief, like, oh my God, he is so mean. Oh my God, I failed again. Oh my God, I didn't clean the counter. Oh my God, I didn't bring water out for him. Oh my God, he said the kids should not be having blankets on the couch when we watching movies. Oh my God, the house is dirty again. And he came home after I had just cleaned up, but they had made something disorganized. It was clean, but it wasn't organized. And I would just sit after all the yelling and all the name calling. And very early in the marriage, I would go back and forth, but toward the middle, I would give up. And then toward the end, I would just take it, or intentionally spend my hours outside of the house. I was constantly outside of the house. Found me a festival, something to go to. Not festivals, free things. I definitely found free things because it was me and my kids. I needed to stay out because if I would keep the kids there, then he would call and harass it. Come back. I don't want to be responsible for my own children. I can't babysit. But I gravitated toward the spectrum of thoughts that would matured into finally, girl, I got to get out of here, and I divorced. And here I am today. So being in that closet and wondering, can I get out of here? Is it okay? Because I had to fight through the religious thoughts. I had to fight through the financial responsibility that I was going to have going for my, at first it was shared income, then I wasn't working, and then I started working, but the amount of work wasn't sufficient to be able to get no apartment. And the amount of work was then not sufficient to be able to get an apartment and then be able to take care, bring food home for me and 3 kids. So that took a long time because I was trying to wait. Then I was trying to go through transition centers. I was trying to go through Catholic charities, just go through these just resources in the community to see how I could expedite this, because I had decided I'm out of here. And I decided I was going to get out of there through divorce, but I was going to it's going to take forever for me to get rich, and let me use some community resources for now. But here I am, and not only here I am, the oh my God, it's like I have a cupcake and there's cream on the cupcake, and now there's being sprinkles by getting these compliments. But the original reason for this video, I have looked at my mother and I have looked at my father. My mother has also left as well. And I've just wondered, oh my God, I have gone now and make the same kind of transition as my mother has made by leaving her home, and doing it in a discreet way, and also saying that he could have not hurt my feelings throughout the marriage. He could have not taken my whole check throughout the marriage. That was I want to say it's a cultural thing, but not all marriages in Igbo land of Nigeria, not all women give their check. So it was something my mother did. That was something that I did. And I think that happens a lot in Nigeria, but can I really say it's cultural? I don't know. But when I look at them, I see that, oh my gosh, I've made the same kind of exit as she has matrimonially. And I don't want the same for my daughter, but to not want that is not enough. So I have to make some other things. So I pray, but you got to give God something to bless, right? So educating myself, I've spent a lot of time trying to learn new things, but also trying to make sure that I'm in right standing with God. So like not just reading the scripture, but also I'm staying in community with people in the church. But I see that I'm still going the religious route, like Bible study, reading my scripture, praying and fasting on my own personally, all still under that umbrella of religious motivations there, right? But what could I do, sister? What could I do also that can ensure a different route, a different end? Because as of right now, my mother has left my father and she's living in her own apartment. She just sent a request for her two sisters to join her, and so now she lives they're just visiting for a while because she's about to throw herself a party, a 70th party, and all kudos to her. But I think it starts with me, because I know that ultimately what I would really desire would be for me to live in a happy home and in a marriage, and in a happy, healthy marriage, where he actually wants to be there, I actually want to be there, we enjoy each other's presence. And I've heard of those. They actually exist. They don't complain, they don't bite, so there isn't any holler, there isn't any discourse from them out there, you know what I'm saying? There isn't a lot of talk of like oh, my marriage is so good, my marriage is so great, because they're enjoying, right? We in the voices that are actually saying anything about marriage, it is always what is hurting, what is paining, what is the struggle, and what they dislike, and you know what I'm saying? So it may be a rarity. I think it is I don't think it's a rarity, because the percentage is like 50%. So you could find some. So find people that are married, and then just half of them are doing great, and half of them don't have like this overwhelming desire to get out, an overwhelming desire, I wish this person was completely different. And so you just have to look, and so you have to actually be intentional about searching. And so I'm going to do that. And but what I've heard already, and which I want to share, because I know that the original intention for my video was to look at my mother and my father and just look at them aesthetically. And aesthetically, my father does not have any wrinkles, and he's a light-skinned man with pigment. The thing is that him, compared to people that are also light-skinned but have that are Caucasian or whichever, they do wrinkle faster. Now, my mother, the reason for hers is because she has done more physical work. They've both been in this country. I'm 40, my sister's like 44, if I'm not mistaken, 43, 44. I don't know. And they've only been here a year before that. And I've been in Texas a year, and my dad has always stayed in the academic realm. So he used to substitute, then he went on to become a teacher, then he went on to be the financial treasurer for the university in which he went to school for here in Dallas, Texas, while he was in college, getting his master's program. And now, since then, he has done Texas Department of Criminal Justice work, working for parole, and doing paperwork and actual physical visits by driving to parolees' home that get out of prison, and documenting that and notating it, and it repeats every month. He did that for 25 years, I don't know. give or take. And now my mother has gone from making beds, cleaning people's home, cleaning people's bodies, cleaning running errands for them, and still doing similar work. Right now she works with adult Asperger's and autism, if I'm not mistaken, those who can live in a home, but they're on in an area where they can live but with assistance. And so someone around the clock is there, if I'm not mistaken. And so she works day and she works night. And a lot of times she's preparing the food, cleaning the home, not cleaning them necessarily, I don't think. But even as of recently, I know in the past, my brother has done it. He's gotten stabbed. My mother has done it. She's gotten punched. I've seen her with a black eye. As of today, right now, my mother has on the side of her face, underneath her chin and down toward her neck, she has a knife mark. So she's been in a completely different environment for 40 years. And so what I'm not going to do is physical work. Right now I'm currently doing security guard work. And a lot of the, I don't know, is it possible to go from 1 week? It's possible, a rarity, but it's possible for me to go a whole week. I mean, the chances are just so high, but it's possible because when you're in the orbit of violence, the chances just increase. But, is it possible for me to, I'm finna quit security because let me tell you something, I'm not finna be fighting these dudes. They want to fight and I don't want to, but it's my job. So I have to do it. Fighting, wrestling, pepper spraying, breaking out my baton, using my body to separate, get in between them and whoever's throwing them out. The bartender, the club owner, the, what else do I work? Different stores, different shops, different, what is the vape shop I work at? People just don't want to go. I literally put my body in between. That's physical work. As of right now, I'm 40. I get that a lot of times I don't look 40, and I love to hear that feedback. It's feedback about what I do, what I use on my face. I use nothing. I'm lying. I cleanse it with this. I cleanse it with lemon and turmeric, and then I come out of the shower and wipe with a cotton ball with that toner, and then I put that moisturizer on. But I like the feedback, because if I didn't get good feedback, I would definitely be invested right now in like trying to figure out what I need to do. But it's also got to change in the workplace. I just saw my mama, wrinkles. And it's so important, ladies. I've been told by our older white women, and she was just like, girl, the décolleté, take care of it just as often as you take care of the face. You take care of this today, take care of this. This also needs to be not just cleansed, but also moisturized. And she was like, take care of it. Treat it as if it's also your face, because it's going to show. She called it the décolleté, but that also descends a little further down. So not just the neck, also your elbows and your hands. Reveal your age. And I got to get out of security. I got to get out of it. I got to find me a online job or something. But these wrinkles, I'm not finna be, look, again, she's 70, right? But is it possible to be 70? I mean, my father's older than her. The only wrinkle you got when he's doing his white 32 smile, and he's like, geez, and then you can see it here. But I know for a fact he don't have no facial regimen. I know for a fact that he doesn't have the steps in the process. The difference is the work, and the work that we are doing is going to manifest on our face and in certain areas, and it's going to age us. That don't mean anything to some people, and it means a lot to many. Whatever you're doing in your 20s is going to reflect in your 30s. Whatever you do in your 30s is going to reflect in your 40s. Whatever you do in your 40s is going to reflect in your 50s. For those who are 40 right now, do something or refrain from doing something, because it's going to show in the next decade. Have a good one.